Hey guys, what's going on? This is Hooker back at you with another Madden 22 Ultimate Team video. And today I'm going to be doing my mock draft. So I'll be putting in, I did all my solos. If you guys haven't already, I'm recording this video super late on Wednesday the 27th evening, but you have until 7 p.m. on the 28th to complete the solos as well as use the vouchers that you get for completing the solos into your mock draft. So make sure you guys do that. You have a chance to win some free cards for a relatively easy solo. But yeah, so I did my own full mock draft for the first round. I spent like 2 days working on it. Kind of did what I thought. I had like 3 of them about how just my gut, and then I did some research. Saw what some of the professional mock drafts look like. So I'm going to see if I can post what my full first round mock draft is down below. If not, I'll definitely comment it out though. But we're going to get into this, and I'm going to be just copying and pasting this over my my personal mock draft. But just a couple notes. I didn't anticipate any trades, any specific trades, but I do think that there's going to be multiple trades in the first round. I also did anticipate a positional run, so I'll kind of talk through that when we get into it. And also, I do have 2 first round quarterbacks being taken. One is in the top 20, and then the other one is not in the top 20. But I do think that there is a possibility that we see one in the top 10, if not the top 5. There's some wild cards. We're going to go over all that. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, smash that like button, comment down below, hit that sub button, all that fun stuff. I'm also going to be posting my live reaction to the Ravens pick as a Ravens fan. So I've been rambling for a solid minute and a half, 2 minutes. Did not intend for that. With the first overall pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars. No matter who they pick is going to go edge. It's going to be an edge rusher. It's really just which edge rusher are they going to go for. But I personally think that they're going Trayvon Walker. I think Trayvon Walker is going number 1 overall. And with the second overall pick, there's a couple ways that the Lions could go. I mean, I could even see them being risky and taking Sauce Gardner, but they just took a cornerback, 2 years ago in the first round in the top 5 pick. I think they're also going edge. I think they're going to be taking Aiden Hutchinson. So that is where we're going, edge rusher. Now, number 3, and this is where I think those number 1 and 2, not those players are locks, but I think those positions are locks. So I'm really confident with the first 2 picks. Here can change the entire trajectory of the draft. And I'm not just talking about the mock draft, but the actual draft. The Houston Texans. They could go quarterback. They need every position. They could start positional runs. We don't know. Like, the Houston Texans are just a wild card. But I'm going to put faith in Lovie Smith and what his organization is going to be doing moving forward. And I have them taking an offensive lineman. So I have offensive lineman, and my pick is Akeem Ikwonu. I definitely know I said that wrong. Sorry. But I do have them taking an offensive lineman. Now, number 4, with the Jets, all of this is based off of the trajectory that we are currently at right now. I have the Jets taking Sauce Gardner. He's outstanding. He did not let up he didn't let up a touchdown in all of college football, his career. And he said he's going to keep that going in the NFL. I just like those vibes. And I think he's going to be a stud if he stays healthy. Maybe give the Jets a chance in that division. I don't know. But 5th overall pick, Giants. The Giants could go multiple directions here. But also looking at like value of the picks, For me, it was between offensive lineman and wide receiver, but I went offensive lineman. I had them taking Charles Cross, just giving them a nice tackle to really try to solidify some sort of cadence of offense in New York. And then here was one of the toughest picks for me, which was the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers struck out all offseason trying to get a quarterback. They pretty much every time a quarterback was available, they were in on it, and they did not select or get a quarterback at all. So that's where my wild card is, like Malik Harris, number 6 overall to the Carolina Panthers. But I think that they're going to go OL. I think they're going to take Evan Neal, get a versatile, complete stud of an athlete, so just a great offensive lineman, and have somebody that's going to be able to steer clear of a path for Christian McCaffrey for quite some time. Now, Giants have another pick here. And just from where I was at on my board, I went with one of the best players available, which was an edge rusher. Kayvon Thibodeau, not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but I do have with the 7th overall pick going to Oregon. And here's where I think we're going to start seeing some trades. So the Falcons, wide receiver was not listed as a need for the Atlanta Falcons. I kind of spoiled where I'm going. I had them taking a wide receiver. With the Calvin Ridley situation, is he going to play in the NFL again? Who knows? Is he going to play for the Falcons? I doubt it. So I'm going to also try to speed up a little bit. I didn't realize how long I was taking. But I do have them taking Jameson Williams, and I think this is the start of the wide receiver turnaround. Once that first receiver comes off the board, I think people are going to scramble, and they're going to start making trades. But I don't think number 9 is getting traded. The Seahawks, I think they're going to try to wheel and deal it, but they're going to want too much for it, especially once that run starts. And also knowing what their kind of their goal is as an organization to rebuild that defense. I think that they're going to take quite possibly the best defensive back on the board, or maybe on the entire draft. Him and Ahmad Gardner are up there, but Derek Stingley, I have him going to the Seahawks. And then here's where we really start to see some receivers fly off the board. I'm going to have the Jets taking Drake London. And once again, I'm trying to go a little bit faster here. I'm kind of looking back and forth between my two screens, but I have the Jets taking Drake London. One of the best, if not the best receiver in the draft. And then I have the Commanders up next. And the Commanders are going to swoop in. And they're going to get another Ohio State wide receiver with Garrett Wilson. Pair him with Scary Terry. Now, I don't know how big of a need receiver is for them, but I know Washington organization doesn't make good decisions. So I do think that they're just going to go after. I could also see them going after like Malik Harris. I don't think any of the quarterbacks in this draft are some people to build your franchise around. One of the weakest draft classes in years that I can remember, but that is what it is. Now we're here to the Minnesota Vikings, where the Minnesota Vikings have quite a few needs, offensive line, on the interior, edge, cornerback, and I do have them taking the third cornerback off the board, Trent McDuffie, who could kind of be considered the second cornerback off the board, depending on who's looking at him and evaluating him, if they're concerned about Derek Stingley's injury. And then we're back to Houston, which once again, I think Houston could go any direction at all. We have no idea what they're thinking, but I have them taking a safety. I guess that's going to fall under defensive back here. But I have them taking Kyle Hamilton, the best safety on the board. He had fallen just to, I think from the combine, or maybe it was from his pro day. I don't remember, but he was originally like a top 10 pick, top 5 pick, like consensus, and he's fallen. And that's it's kind of why I have him going here. Now, next pick, if this is who my Baltimore Ravens, this man falls into our lap, I will be ecstatic. And I know I'm going interior defensive line here. Do we have interior non-edge defensive line? That's going to fall under interior defensive lineman. I have us taking Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis needs to work on his conditioning. He's currently not a 3-down lineman. He's currently, we know they're running it. This man's going to stop them. Or it's 3rd down. This man's going to disrupt the offensive line. His pro comp is Haloti Ngata. I think getting this man 1 year, maybe even 2 with Calais Campbell, he's going to get his conditioning, his work ethic up there. He's going to be a beast. That's my boy. That's my boy. If that's who I'm making my video about tomorrow, well, tomorrow for me, later today for you guys, I'm going to be ecstatic. But anyways, on to the Philadelphia Eagles, who they got quite a few picks here coming up, but their needs are linebacker and defensive back. I don't have them taking either. I had them taking a 1st-round wide receiver because they're the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think they try to take a 1st-round wide receiver almost every year. But I had them taking Chris Olave out of Ohio State. And next is the New Orleans Saints, who that organization, looking at their needs, is quarterback, tackle, and wide receiver. Once again, I don't think the quarterbacks in this draft class are worth a 1st-round pick. I don't know how many more really strong left tackles are left on the board. But I do know that there are quite a few 1st-round wide receivers left on the board. And I had them taking Treylon Burks from Arkansas. At our 16th overall. Number 17, we are down to the Los Angeles Chargers. And I have the Los Angeles Chargers with their draft needs of wide receiver, tackle, and cornerback. The top cornerbacks are gone. A lot of the top receivers are gone. A lot of the top tackles are gone. But if I'm thinking about the Chargers, they've got some decent receivers. I don't know about their secondary, but I know there's Derwin James back there. We need to protect our quarterback, Herbie fully loaded. We're going to take offensive lineman Trevor Penning as the Los Angeles Chargers. I might have said San Diego Chargers earlier. And now we're back to the Philadelphia Eagles at 18 overall. We just drafted a wide receiver in the 1st round. Who's going to guard him in practice if we don't draft Andrew Booth Jr.? But I do have them taking another cornerback to go kind of play the opposite side of Darius Slay. Andrew Booth is somebody that's pretty versatile, can pick up most defenses pretty quickly. It's not like a scheme thing, so that's who I have. And then down to the New Orleans Saints, I have them taking a tackle to solidify that offensive line. I'm taking Bernard Raymond out of Central Michigan. And then our final selection in our 2022 Madden Ultimate Team mock draft is, unfortunately, the Pittsburgh Steelers, where I have my only quarterback in the top 20 going. I have them taking out of Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett. I think that Kenny Pickett just fits the play style of the Pittsburgh Steelers more than Malik Harris. I will try to post my entire mock draft down below. But I do have Malik Harris going in the first round at pick number 32 to the Detroit Lions. I do have, I think I counted 7 receivers. We're going to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 7 receivers going in the first round. I just think there's a big drop off, but we'll see how close I am. Let me know your guys' comments down below. If you guys are like, yo, you were way off, or like you're right on, just let me know. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback or what your favorite team is. I'd like to hear this too. What's your favorite team and who do you think they're going to draft? All right, guys, thanks for checking out my video. I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you guys. I love you all. Stay safe and I'll see you real soon.